How did you finance it?
You know, I was working and then I told my boss I want to go to school. My boss told me, hey, this job you are doing, even white people like us cannot get your job to do. It was a nice job. Quality control, Siemens.
That's not what you wanted.
No. No.
Okay.
You don't put me in a
Was he trying to discourage you or what?
He thought I wouldn't get a job
Again.
again.
Okay.
So when I told him I was going to school, he said, you are crazy. You better stay here because you're doing a very nice job. The pay was good.
Okay.
So I told him, please, I want to leave. He said, no, I'm not going to give you a letter that if you leave on your own.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But I wanted support from the government.
Okay. And if you quit your job, you don't get it.
If you quit, don't get it. So he didn't give me.
How did you?
So I studied in the evenings.
Okay. Why still working with him?
Yes.
Okay.
So the first one, the travel agency, I passed, and then they called me. Unfortunately, they called my office at Siemens. My boss took it, and they said, "Oh, we want to congratulate Mr. Osei. He has passed. Blah blah blah."
You didn't tell him you were going to go to school.
No, he didn't allow me to go, so I did it on my own. So I didn't tell him at all.
How did he react to it?
He was happy. He talked to them and they said I did very well.
Okay.
And blah blah blah. Number of students and how many passed, and I was one among the
Successful
few.
ones.
Yeah. So he was happy for me.
Oh.
So he gave the phone to me. I talked to them. They congratulated me, and then later on he talked to me and said, "Oh, so you made it?" I said, "Yes, I made it. I'm going to do the advance." At the consultancy.
Okay.
So I'll need much time. So he allowed me.
Really?
Yes.
So it's just perseverance helps.
So sometimes people discourage you because they don't know you. They don't know.
But
the
when you
qualities.
saw the effort you put
When they see your efforts, they push you.
for sure.
This is what he did.
That's what I'm going to ask you now. Many Africans complain about lack of opportunities.
You have to look for the opportunities.
Yeah.
The opportunity will not come to you.
Okay.
There are a lot of opportunities around,
Around there.
but they will not come to you.
You have to seek them.
Yes.
Seek. Okay.
Seek,
And you shall
and it
find.
shall be given.
Okay. And another issue is racism. You came, you struggle, you did many jobs. Many Africans go around complaining about racism. What are your experiences, Mr. Osei?
You see, racism is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not from a race, I will see your shortcomings. So simple.
But it shouldn't allow you to discourage you.
No. You shouldn't allow it to discourage at all.
You shouldn't give up.
No, don't give up. Because you have traveled to this place. Their culture is different. Their language is different. Attitude different. Food is different. You see? So definitely they will discriminate somewhere. You know how they behave.
Okay.
We are very abhorrent. You know, we talk. We express ourselves the way we want it. But they are different.
Okay.
So definitely, if you go to them and begin to shout.
But you are a very successful man now. You're sitting in your own office. But initially, was it? How do they treat you differently now than when they were treating you before?
Now sometimes yes, they treat me different.
Yeah,
they respect me anywhere I go.
They don't consider you.
Especially sometimes you go to them and then they begin to talk the way they want to you. Immediately you open your mouth and they hear you. Oh, they sit up.
But the initial attitude is to put you down.
To put it down, yes. I've had a lot of problems with the KLM myself. You know,
can you share that with us?
Yes. Once I went to the KLM, I had checked the rules. I'm a travel agent. They didn't know. I went there. There was one client who came to me and he wanted the date change. So I looked at the rules on the computer and said, okay, I can do it. The person came from Nigeria.
Okay.
What I could do is to go to the airline. He had been to the airline. They discouraged him. He said, no, you have to throw the ticket away. Okay. He came here. I checked and I saw that no, the ticket can be used. So I took the ticket and I went to KLM. Immediately I put it there. The lady said, no, this ticket is not refundable. It's this. You have to throw it away. I said, no. Wait a minute. Please, check the rules. The rules is saying that this ticket could be used at $50. You have not even touched the ticket. Why do you tell me this? She was quite offended. She had to go and look.
And she found out she was wrong.
Yes. She said, sorry.
But
she had to do it for me.
They changed the ticket for you.
Yes, because I knew what I was doing.
Okay.
The guy had been with them. They threw him out. He came to me, I checked and said, you can use it.
Okay.
So I went to do it for him.
And
it's not only that.
Okay.
Once I went to them and the lady I went there with a coupon. Coupons are given by KLM after inconveniences or delays.
Okay.
They give my clients some of them. And they have given a law that you cannot prepare tickets with a coupon in your office. So I made my bookings here, reservation, took copy. I added the coupons $50. So I went to them, I gave it to them. And the woman told me, no, we are not going to accept this. I challenged the woman. I said, what's the meaning of this coupon? The coupon has been given to clients for delays and other inconveniences. That's why I'm here. This is the booking, the reservation, and this is the money. How much do I have to pay? If it's 500, deduct €50. The woman made a lot of problems with me. And you know, these people, sometimes they support their own people blindly.
Really?
Yes.
That's still your experience.
Yes, it happens a lot. Okay. If white man or white woman does something to you as a black man, and she goes in and tells them anything at all, they believe her.
But that's something we're lacking in Africa. We lack the black racial solidarity. You
don't call this solidarity.
Why?
It is the absence of truth.
Well, I mean, automatically the white people
they manipulate us. It's quite discriminatory.
Automatically they support themselves.
How do you support yourself? He's a human being. We are all human beings.
But they don't see that way.
No, me, I don't see black and I don't see white.
But they do.
They do, and that's a problem. That's a prejudice, and that's what they have to stop.
And you think they will stop it? Or we have to force them to force.
The young ones who are coming have a little bit different attitude than the old ones.
Okay. So you think
the young ones are changing things. If you come to meet the young ones, they should rub shoulders with and they get on.
Okay.
But when they get to certain positions, they despise you, and that's very, very bad among the white people.
When they are young and inexperienced, they are okay. As soon as they get to a position,
let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
Where I went to school to do this consultancy, when you are coming out, you see this airlines, Air France, KLM, is coming for students with consultancy to recruit. When we came here, there were a lot of KLM offices in the town, so to make you managers of such offices. So they will come and then recruit you. It was ready. But I told them, I am not going to do that. So after our final exams, we went to sit somewhere, the students, and everybody was trying to tell the experience and what they are going to do in the future and so on. And some of them had also accepted the positions with KLM, Air France. I have some of them, I know them, I go there and I talk to them there all the time. And I told them, no, I don't want it. Reason, if me as a black man with my consultancy, I go to work with them, definitely somebody will go behind you and talk to them. He comes in late. He doesn't do good job. But you are the best.
Is that a really common?
It happens a lot. So you become depressed. I mean, and you wouldn't like to work again. You see, a lot of people are not working. Black people, because of these problems.
These are things we don't know back home.
No, there we don't know. There too, there are a lot of favoritism. If you don't know a minister, you never get good job.
I mean that white people are discriminatory, or that people are depressed.
Among themselves, they don't discriminate. But if you're a foreigner,
between black and
especially black, they discriminate. He will take you there as a manager, and they will bring somebody who doesn't know anything to understudy you, and you see all of a sudden he will be on top of you.
Does that happen very often?
Very often, yes, especially to black people. If you can go to the street and ask most of these black people who have studied to a higher level, and they experience all these things in their job places, so sometimes they become so depressed that they don't want to function anymore.
Mr. Osei, let's talk about your business. You operating from the Belma, which is predominantly black. Was that a deliberate decision?
Yes. You see, if you look at the Belma, especially this side of it, you can't find a lot of you can't find travel agencies. If you go to the city,
there are a lot of
almost every 100 meters you see a travel agency. Why are people suffering like this? In the South, there are a lot of black foreigners, and there are no travel agencies here. So if I have that kind of opportunity, why don't I come to the Southeast and help my people.
Okay.
It's one of the
So it
reasons.
was deliberate.
It was deliberate. And my core target,
Black people.
black people.
And mainly Ghanaians or from all over Africa?
All over.
Okay.
I have Ghanaian clans, Ugandan clans, Nigerian clans.
How do they relate to you? How do they relate to you?
I mean, we have a common culture, almost common culture. The way we express ourselves, the way we understand ourselves is different from the way the white people understand us.
But in back home in Africa, there was as a black person, a black brother, they want to ask for favor.